There is a video out there by one Isaac Butterfield where he whines like a bitch over Disney adding a transgender Jedi to the Star Wars universe.
G'day you good motherfuckers, the Buttsman here. I hope you're doing well. Listen, at the start of this video, it is very important for me to say this. Because on the internet, you have to be 100% transparent in everything that you believe. Because if you leave it up to chance or for someone else to come up with what you believe or make their own assumptions, you will be basically cancelled from the world. Like for example, if I said that being born a man and then competing against women as a trans woman, if I said that that was unfair because you have, you know, a male's body, hundreds in comment sections and people all over the world would be screaming that I hate trans people and I'm anti-LGBTQI+, all that shit. I'm just saying it's slightly unfair. That is all. People will try and put words in your mouth. Like remember Kathy Newman interviewed Jordan Peterson and she said after every single thing, so what you're saying...
You're saying you've done your research. So you're saying that makes them unhappy.
Dr. Peterson's response was, no, what I'm saying is what I'm saying. What you're saying is you're trying to get a fucking soundbite out of me. This happens in comment sections every single day. Just spend 5 minutes on Facebook and you'll see it happening. But it also happens to some extent in offices and in everyday life. As soon as you broach a subject that is somewhat controversial, as a man who happens to not be gay and is also white, you are labelled with X, Y, and Z immediately. X meaning you hate trans people, Y meaning you hate the LGBT community, and Z meaning you hate everyone that's not white and you're a white supremacist and an evil piece of shit. But I think your opinion on niche topics like sexuality and gender, your understanding isn't tied to what you have between your legs or your personal experience. We can have opinions on these and it doesn't necessarily mean that we're bad people. And that's why if I see something that I think is bullshit or ridiculous or silly, I will talk about it whether you like it or not. So fuck you to the moon. And to be crystal fucking clear, if you are trans, good on you. If you're thinking of being trans, good on you. If you are having trans friends, good on you. If you're having a sexual relationship with a trans person, that's wonderful. I hope you have a great time. I have nothing against trans people. I see this all the fucking time. Oh, Butterfield, he hates... No. I know trans people and I treat them completely fucking normally, like any nice person would. I just happen to be able to do that and think at the same time, hang on, if you're a massive dude like, what's Old Love's name? Laurel Hubbard or that other chick that beat the shit out of Old Love, if you happen to be a man and be a giant fucking man and then compete against women in a sport, then that's not overly fair. And if you think that saying something like that on a public forum is transphobic or rude or wrong or full of hatred, then I'm sorry, but you are just factually wrong, you fucking idiot. I've made several videos about trans topics. Some would say too many, but it is a topic of conversation that comes up a lot in the media and on social media, hence why I comment on it. When I make these videos, I don't make them to hurt people, it's just because they're in the public forum. Like take for example, there was this Meet the Family Without Gender video. This was a video about a whole family who was trans, including a non-binary 2-year-old. There's a video the other year about trans haircuts and all that shit. A trans fighter beat up a woman. All of those videos have trans people in the topic of the video, but it's not about attacking them or their personal decisions or what they do with their lives. It's just about usually how it affects other people. But I got a lot of hate about these videos. One video that got heaps of hate was about cops hate Mo.
The crux of my issue comes down to his rather generous use of the fallacy of composition. So what is the fallacy of composition, you may ask? The fallacy of composition refers to a situation in which someone infers that something is true of the whole from the fact that it is true of some part of the whole.
What? Why are you treating this like a TED talk? This is why I went to uni for a year. I just went, I fucking hate all these people. I don't want to listen and learn about this shit. Shut the fuck up. And this absolutely fired some people up. People like Xander Hole. I've never heard of the dude, but apparently he's a thing. He made a long video about that.
4 days ago, he made a video calling out Cops Hate Mo. And if you guys don't know, Cops Hate Mo, I'm rapping right now. If you guys don't know, Cops Hate Mo is a friend of mine.
It was an hour fucking long. That's too fucking long, mate. Gee, cut it down, all right? Cut it down and I might watch it. But one thing went viral and got so much hatred, it was hilarious. And it wasn't even a video. It was a thumbnail. It's from a video called Star Wars Introduces a Transgender Jedi. A video about how Star Wars, the franchise, brought in a trans Jedi, not because they love trans people or care about the LGBTQ plus AI communities. They just did it so they look more woke for advertisers to make more cash. Which I think should actually piss trans people off. But anyway, that's a whole nother subject. The fucking thumbnail went super viral. Here I am with R2-D2 screaming. And I guess some people thought it was a bit of an overreaction to me seeing trans people in, you know, movies. And I guess from the outset, if you look at that with no context, then yeah, it does look like I'm screaming and freaking out and slightly dying inside just because a transgender person was in a movie about fucking aliens. Like, is it about aliens? Does that piss Star Wars people off? I don't care, you fucking nerds. That's not the point. The point is why the film company did it. The thumbnail was made from a screenshot, right, of the video, and I don't know what I was actually doing in the video to do that. It seems like, sort of like, you know, I'm pretty animated in videos, but that seems even out of the ordinary for me. So let's watch it and find out why the fuck I was doing that. What Star Wars needs, kids. One of the oldest franchises and most successful franchises in all of film. What it needs is finally a transgender Jedi. Oh, finally!
I know it's like 2020 and stuff and it's great and I don't have a problem with it, but why? Did anyone actually ask for it?
How dare you ask why, you cis white male piece of shit! Oh my god, you people make me absolute... There it is! Ladies and gentlemen, that's a shot of me pretending to be a child in a classroom learning about Star Wars and why they would announce a transgender a person in the movie. And this is where I do some naming and shaming. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to introduce you to the work of Thumbnail Zach. Zach does all my thumbnails, Zach with a K. That's the screenshot he decided to put in the fucking thumbnail. That's what went viral. Shame on you, Zach. I'm docking your pay, you little shit. Anyway, this thumbnail goes super viral, and this was after about 6 hours of being posted on Twitter. Look at that. Zero context, not even my fucking name, and it's got 50,000 likes. A few days later, it had like 150,000 likes and 1 million retweets and all this shit, and people were fucking hammering me. Some were like, oh my god, this is ridiculous, and other people were just like, I hate this piece of shit, I hope he dies. Like, fuck, all right, chill out, mate, just a thumbnail. And how do I react to all that hate, all those death threats? Well, I sent him Thumbnail Zach's number and his home address. So unfortunately, he's no longer with us. But how I responded was I made the thumbnail my my Twitter profile pic. Because, you know, when the world's against you, you may as well go with them. But then I found this.
Hello everyone, I am Tiffany Starr and you are talking with Tiff. There is a video out there by one Isaac Butterfield where he whines like a bitch over Disney adding a transgender Jedi to the Star Wars universe.
That's offensive to bitches, but please, go on.
Now, if you're unaware who Isaac Butterfield is, then I apologize for enlightening you to his existence. Truth is, I didn't even know who the guy was either. That is, until I discovered this video. Star Wars introduces a transgender Jedi, sporting this terribly dull thumbnail where he laments the existence of diversity.
It's all about this fucking thumbnail. Fuck you, Zach.
Upon further investigation, I discovered that this Captain Nemo-looking motherfucker is a reactionary comedian who has a penchant for tasteless jokes. Jokes about gassing Jews, Muslims, the Christchurch massacre.
Excuse me, please don't give away my my stand-up set for next year, you bastard.
Trans people, homosexuals.
Homosensual. That sounds like a familiar enunciation.
Homer, listen carefully. John is a ho-mo sexual.
What it needs is finally a transgender Jedi.
What's with the random cough? Could he have not edited that out? And I mean, why not have a transgender Jedi? More importantly, why the fuck does he care? No one ever says, why do we need another white male Jedi?
Oh. No, you're right. No one complained.
So I'll ask again, Isaac, why do you care if trans people exist in the Star Wars universe? Could it be that you're, I don't know, transphobic?
Not because I'm transphobic, it's because they're virtue signaling to you and to fucking advertisers so they'll make more money. They don't care about you.
If only trans people and non-binary people put pronouns on their profile, then it would be easier to find out who's trans and who is not, making them easier targets for people like Isaac Butterfield. I've stated this before, but not all trans people want others to know that they're trans.
So everyone needs pronouns in their bio? Could you imagine Mike Tyson with he, him under his name? In what world do you need that? It's just childish. You're carrying on like a fucking infant.
Or he's secretly attracted to trans women and ashamed to admit it, because he thinks it'll make him less masculine, less hetero, or whatever stupid rationale is going on inside his pea-sized brain.
Okay, Tiff, I'm sure we're going to see you again on this channel. Bye-bye, love. Bye. I posted a lot of the criticisms about that thumbnail and mean things that people said about me at the start of this video, so they're fun to read, unless you're me, obviously, but go and read them. So yeah, I was tagged in shit like this for a while. White, straight man screams at trans people. What's new? Oh no, trans people existing. What am I to do? Time to complain about it on the internet. Oh no, a trans person. Ah, still not transphobic though. Stop censoring me, SJW. Now believe it or not, this does have an effect on me. I don't want people thinking that I hate them because of their sexual choices in life or their gender choices in life, or whatever you want to call it. People believe that they were born in the wrong bodies and that's fine. I don't have a problem with that at all. People have, over the last 5 years, or however long I've been on the fucking internet, attacked me in every single way, and that is fine. That's part and parcel with the game. I dish it out. I have to be able to receive it. I've recently been copying some shit about something in this background, and it's that painting. People are like, oh my God, how cringe, he's got a painting of himself dressed as the Joker. Okay, that painting came from a young girl in Byron Bay who was, and I won't mention her name or anything like that, she was suffering from severe depression, suicidal thoughts, and having a really rough time of it at the age of like 16 or 17 or however old she was. And she painted that because I helped her get through tough times with my videos on YouTube. And I display that proudly, and I will continue to display that proudly regardless of what you fucking weak pieces of shit say. In closing, go trans, don't go trans. I don't give a fuck, alright? Be a good motherfucker, peace in the Middle East, me dick stinks, keep it moist, toodaloo, bye bye.